The three persistent organic pollutants are dioxin, polychlorinated biphenyls, and plasticizers. And I'm going to look at each one of them and give one example. Dioxins, you have a number of them being offered to you in your data booklet. This is the most toxic, which is 2378 tetra for 4-chlorodibenzodioxin. You have two benzene rings. And the numbering goes as you start with here 1, 2, 3, that's 2 and 3, 4, then you have 5, 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. You don't need to worry about it, but just in case, so you have two benzene rings, a heterocyclic with 2 oxygen and a number of chlorines attached to it. The most toxic member is 2378 tetrachlorodibenzodioxin. Now they are extremely carcinogenic, especially causes cancer of skin. They also do liver damage, metabolic and hormonal changes. So dioxins is one thing we have to avoid, but it's almost unfortunate that we cannot avoid it. So when you burn PVC, they will release dioxin. Dioxin comes back into the roots of grass and vegetations, and animals feed on that. And when they feed on that, they actually take highly concentrated dioxin. They accumulate that. And then we feed off of animals, and the dioxin is also coming into our biological systems. The other contaminant is polychlorinated biphenyls. Now phenyl is a benzene ring, so that's just phenyl. This is phenyl that you should sort of from organic nomenclature. Remember that. Polychlorinated biphenyls, so you have two benzene rings and you have number of chlorines. So these are three possibilities of PCBs that I'm putting here. We used it quite often before 1979, especially in electric devices such as capacitors. They are dielectric. We don't get into technicality of them. GE, for example, used quite a lot of PCB, and the contaminants were released to rivers, and many rivers, including East River, you should not consume the fish because the fish is ingesting the PCB, and then if you eat the fish, you also have it in your human body. Finally, to look at plasticizers, one more time, you should remember what they were used for, to make the plastic sort of soften. So into PVC, you will put a plasticizer, and esters, especially phthalate esters, are great plasticizers, and they make a rigid PVC into something of a flexible one. But unfortunately, they are only embedded inside the polymer, and they do not have covalent bonding. They're just IMF, so intermolecular forces, very weak forces, are holding on to them. Therefore, they get released, especially over age. The plastic ages, becomes rigid, and the plasticizer molecules are released into the environment. Then we inhale them because they are particulates, or we ingest them. And they will affect release of hormones and will sort of cause cellular and genetic damage.